Perkins, the 75 kg. He's probably the very heavy favorite to win.
But the real question is, can Perk finally take out that number that's been standing for so long? The number is 838 kilos. That's the number that he's chasing. And obviously, that number we all thought probably was going to stick around forever. There's no way a 75 could ever get close to it. Well, folks, Austin Perkins could do that here tonight.
All right, guys, I'm here to give you what you asked for, and that is a meet recap of Raw Nationals. So it's been a while. I haven't posted like anything official. There have been videos circulating around on Instagram, YouTube, but I thought I'd put my own out so you guys can take a look at that so it can be on my page personally. Shout out Tim for letting me use his studio. It looks beautiful in here, right? Oh my God, it's amazing. This isn't even my camera as well. So, hey, I'm not going to take any credit for this. This was 100% Tim. And then Candido told me I had to make this video or he was going to leave me alone for the rest of my life. We can't have that. Honestly, still been thinking about Nationals. Still doesn't feel real, honestly, just because the people that I wanted to beat wasn't there. I feel like people are still doubting the performance because it wasn't IPF. Besides on the platform, that was one of the most fun. It was the most fun that I've had at a meet in a long time. I think the last time I had fun not on the platform was probably 2021 Collegiate Nationals. I think that was in Louisiana. That's when I met Nico, Tim, and Joe. That was like just a great meet all around. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and get it started. Let's start off with squat. Let's see what we have here.
Ladies and gentlemen, 287.5 kilo opener. Austin Perkins has the potential to be one of the greatest to ever do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I might be speechless. Okay. Somebody's got the juice today. Austin Perkins is coming through.
Every time I watch that first squat, it shakes me because I'm just like, there's no way it moved that fast. So we went 1 red, 2 red, 3 red, 4 reds, 5 reds in the back. I don't know, it felt the exact same. This opening squat attempt and my last one literally felt the exact same. Like there was no change, it didn't struggle or anything. After that first squat attempt, I was like, hey, this is gonna be a good day. I usually get nervous going into squat because it's like, damn, like I wanna make sure I hit this opener, because like what if I don't hit this opener? But on that day, I was just feeling pretty good. So here we go with second attempt.
Record attempt. This would be taking out a very long-standing squat record. Austin truly could cement himself today as the greatest 75 kilo lifter to ever do it. 303.5 kilo.
Okay, so before we watch this, I'm gonna actually pause it, and it's at 13 seconds, by the way, just so we can clip that in. You're welcome. We planned on, before this meet, like weeks in advance, to take Taylor's record on the second attempt, because we had already squatted 305 in comp at 74. I think the record was 303, so we just needed to chip it 303.5 for a second attempt. Also, the week before Nats, I hit 305 for a double, I'm pretty sure. So like we already knew this was gonna fall. But yeah, so pre-meet, we already knew we were gonna take this attempt. We knew we wanted to break it on the second because we wanted to either take 700 or between 315 and 317.5 for a third attempt. So that's what's going on here.
Jump, all-time squat record. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. The crowd is electric at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Austin Perkins.
That attempt honestly felt like an opener. Joe was always conservative on openers, and I agree with him. That's how I am with my clients as well. I want to make sure that we 100% can get the opening attempt. So I think probably 303.5 would have been there, but people get scared to open up with world records because, you know, the powerlifting guys are like, nah, not today. I stared down the camera at the end because I know he was watching. I'm not gonna say his name because he won't say my name on his channel. Yeah, bro, I took your record on the second attempt and I made it look like an opener. Like we had to leave a statement. That was the whole goal of that meet, was to make a statement. So after this attempt, I honestly just wanted to have fun that day, and I didn't want to struggle on anything. Like I wanted everything to move so easy. So as soon as I get back to the back, I tell Joe, don't put anything crazy on. Worst mistake I ever made. We were supposed to go 315.5, and that's what I wanted. I wanted 315.5, but me not being specific literally just said, hey, don't put anything crazy on. Because Joe likes to go crazy sometimes. You never know. So I'm thinking Joe's going to be like, you know what, let's just put 320 on and let's watch him grind it out. I did not feel like grinding that day. It was already late. I knew we were going to be lifting past midnight. So I was like, I'm trying to conserve as much energy as possible. We end up going through 13.5 on the third attempt. People who have seen this, you know how it's going to move. People who haven't seen it, you're going to be like, oh my God, there's no way this was his third attempt, because I still can't believe it either.
Austin Perkins, not just trying to make history here, he's trying to break history. Could today be the day? 313.5 keys.
And then I had to jerk on him at the meet. So third attempt, it honestly felt the exact same as when I squatted 305 for the first time. Like, exact same feeling. I hit the same sticking point. Like, I don't even know how to describe my sticking point, because it's not like at the bottom. Maybe I feel like I squat so fast and the rebound catches me like halfway up, and then I have to like rebalance it real quick on my back. I feel like that's the only sticking point that I have. And it's not because it's heavy, it's just because I squat so fast and that messes everything up. But third attempt was perfect. Honestly felt like a second. We 100% could have squatted 700 that day, 317.5. When I look back on it, I don't regret going it. My fiance definitely said, I wish you would have just squatted 700. You should have just squatted it. Like, it would have been easy. But I mean, we still had the rest of the day. We still had a goal. The end goal was to break the 74.75 world record. All time, tested, untested. I really wasn't trying to get the dots, because I honestly thought it was going to be out of reach weighing over 74, because I weighed in 74.25. But my main goal was just to break the total record, because I had talked about it so much and I didn't want to choke on my own words. That would have been terrible. Everyone would have shat on me for, not hitting that. So that was like my main goal in my head. I honestly thought I was just going to go right over 838.5. As we're going to see, that was not the case. So let's go ahead and go to opening bench. For people who say that USAPL is less strict than IPF, holy shit, these calls on bench were insane. That had the longest hold at the top, and then the press command was the longest ever. Like, they literally made sure it was motionless on your chest. Like, it wasn't like, oh, maybe you're like swaying side to side, but it still paused on the chest. No, bro. You literally had to have it still, like it was a picture.
Gee, this is 185 kilograms, 407 pounds. Oh my goodness, what a lovely lift there for our A7 lifter.
I've been feeling good on bench recently. I think it's because we changed some stuff up in the program and I'm getting more adapted to heavier weight throughout the week. So I have like 3 singles now. Well, not now, but before comp. That was like we did for the last block, and that helped a lot. I just needed to get more exposure to heavier weight, just because just going in, and people know who watch my training that I don't really take anything super heavy. And so usually I take like RP 7 to 8s on things, and then I literally hit one heavy single at the end of the week. And my body's like, bro, you literally have only benched like maybe maximum 330, 350 during the week. And then I go like 410, 420 for a single for like a decent pause on my primary days. But we got everything set in. I feel more confident. I wouldn't say it's my most confident lift by far, but confident enough. And going into this meet, I knew I would hit 200, but the goal was like 202 and a half, 205. Like that would have been happy. That would have made me happy. And I kind of wanted to take the bench record too, but it just wasn't in the cards, man. Just wasn't in the cards. So second attempt.
195 kilos. He is definitely starting to build towards that mystical 838 kilo total. 2 white lights, okay, curious. Yeah, okay. Looks like an infraction. The butt came up off.
Okay, so this attempt made me mad out of the whole meet. Oh, let's first of all, let's go back. One of the judges on squat came up to me after squat. People don't know this except for the people that were in the back. He came up to me, not gonna say any names, and he was like, oh yeah, so your second attempt, it moved good, but then your third attempt, I saw what you put on, and I just thought to myself, no way. Like, there's no way he's gonna get this. The judge told me that, like, after I got done with the squat, and I was like, so you had literally no faith, and you're probably gonna red light me. So coming back to this, my second attempt, on the live stream, they said it was because my butt came up, I got a red. But the judge said it was because I jumped the press command on one side.
Huh?
Tim's looking like, bro, what? Like, so you're telling me on my right side, I didn't jump the press command, but on my left side, I did jump the press command. But yeah, that's why I got the red. And so that made us be more hesitant on the last call. And I'm not going to lie, the 195 did move. I had a little misgroove in it. I usually get during meets, I usually get nervous. And it's just because, like, you never know on the day how the press command is going to be or how long they're going to make you hold it at the top. And so bench just has so many other variables to worry about. And so I either choke on bench because the liftoff wasn't good. So that's why I switched to self liftoff. And then when it comes to press commands, I try to get multiple press commands during training. Yeah. So either one, I choke just because of the liftoff person. And then two, I tempo my benches on meet day, which is a terrible habit to have, guys. If you're listening to this, please just work on just making your benches constant speed all the time. Like, don't switch it when it comes to meet day, because I just get so nervous and it's like I start shaking and then I have to fix everything. It's bad. I just get so nervous, but it's fine. We're good. We got 2 white lights. No one challenged it. Kind of nervous for the IP up because, you know, people like to challenge shit. So, but and it's cheaper too, right? It's cheaper if you do it in the US. $20 a challenge, bro. I would just keep a fat stack. Just like let me stop. My family watches this.
5 kilo PR for him, slowly making his way to history. 200 kilos on the bar, bench press third attempt.
My goodness, dude, look at him.
Hit him with it.
And that screen cap right there might have been the pose. That's the new logo.
All right, so I just want to say shout out Matt Holden for this attempt call, because he looked at me after I got off the platform at 195. He was like, I say 200 is good. Like, you're going to get that. That's fine. 202 and a half might be a grind. 205 is like like we don't know. And I definitely wasn't going to say let's go 205. 100% was not going to say let's go 205. 202 and a half, I kind of wanted because it would have made the deadlift easier for us to, you know, do some other stuff that I'll talk about later. But great call by Matt. I came off of the platform and he was like, dude, I told you 200 was going to be there. And 200 moved better than the 195. Like, I don't know what it is, man. It's just, I get so nervous on bench because I feel like I suck at it. But then looking back on it, Tim's like, I can't believe this guy just said he sucks on bench. It's because, all right, so my coach at Midland, I used to say the same thing when I was in college. And he's like, Austin, you don't suck at bench anymore. It's just that you have extremely good benchers in your class. Like, I have Taylor, we had Michael C. So, I mean, I wouldn't say I have a terrible bench. It's just not as much as I want. I want to be the best at every lift. And bench is the one I'm lacking in. The goal right now is to bench 210 and a half. I say within the next year for sure, I think we'll have 210. Dude, at this point, it was like 10:30 at night. I was exhausted. I went back to the crowd to talk to my fiance and my family. I was telling Sid, she was like, I know you're exhausted right now because we're usually in the bed at like 10:30. Like, I am probably sleep at 10:30 at night every night. And I had just gotten done with bench at 10:30 at night. And so I had already taken the before squat and I hadn't taken anything else. And when I say I was falling asleep, like I was walking around exhausted, she was like, you just only have 3 more lifts left. And I was like, knowing me being all negative, I was like, I mean, technically I have like 5 lifts because I have to warm up. And she's like, shut up. So I went back to the back, down some 110, shout out 110, had to plug them in, use code PERK. We got some stuff coming in for 110. That's all I'm going to say. I have some really good things that's coming with 110. And then, we got warming up for deadlift. Warm-ups for deadlift. The only person that got me through that was Joseph. People who don't know Joseph, great media guy, friend that I made down here at Austin at Game Day Barbell. Really nice kid, but he was just like, dude, I know you're tired, but you can get through this. Like, you can get through this. Like, you've already done the majority of it. All you have to do is just get done with these warm-ups and you'll be fine. The pre will start work kicking in towards the end of warm-ups, you'll be fine. Hit 3 plays because I started off with 3 reds. I was like, okay, I felt okay. Hit it again because I took it twice and I was like, okay, feeling a little better. And then I go 4 reds. So I'm like, all right, it's kicking up a little bit. And then Joseph's like, all right, bro, yeah, I see you're starting to feel it now. And then finally we get to 5 reds last warm-up. And then I put it down and I look at Joseph and he's like, oh, you're ready. I'm like, oh, we ready. We ready.
5 kilos. And it has to be snappy again. Watch this. If this is fast, it's the day. It's there.
Oh my goodness.
He says,
this is the heaviest I've ever opened up on deadlift, like by far. I think I opened up at 285 my past like 3 meets. I think I'm pretty sure I took my opener a week before and it did not move as fast. Like it moved pretty good. I told people it was an opener. That shit did not feel like an opener. But I mean, I like the day before I had just squat 305 for a double, and then I just benched 195 right before that as well. So like I'm fatigued at that point when I was hitting that. That was amazing. 302 and a half, 666. Like it moved fast, and you can see in the video I go like that. I'm like, Joe, put that shit on, because we had talked about. We didn't know if we wanted to take Taylor Atwood's record on the total record on the second attempt. Because it was just such a huge jump. But after I hit that, I was like, I can pull whatever I want today. I was like, put that shit on, Joe. We're about to kill this. My total was already over 800. I think it was 816 it said, which is crazy because there's only, since Joe Bernstein's hit it, there's only been 3 people that ever hit 800. And now on my opening deadlift, like I'm well over 800 now.
I don't know how to say this, but I'm just going to come right out and say it. Austin Perkins' second attempt is the one. He is loading up 327.5 kilos on the bar. Austin Perkins is trying to break the all-time record.
And it's over, ladies and gentlemen. And it's over. Sign and seal it. 3 bright lights. Austin Perkins.
I had chills going down my spine for the second attempt because I thought they were going to scratch me for it, dude. Because I start going down before he says down. Like I fall forward a little bit and then I go down. Maybe I heard it at the exact same time. Even Sid, my fiance, she was like, I wouldn't have given you that second attempt. You should have got 3 reds. And I was like, hey, well, they called it. That's on them, not me. But it was super easy though. No one said anything about my second attempt breaking the 74-75 record. Like I went back into the back and me and my friend Rob, who's also my handler, we literally had an argument and he was like, dude, you broke the record. Are you for real? Dude, yeah, you broke it. No, I didn't. No one said anything. No, you broke it. I don't think I broke it. All right, bro, go look at he was like, go look at the screen. I'm telling you broke the record. Okay, I go look and I was like, oh damn, I did break it. It was just anticlimactic because no one really said anything, I guess. I mean, I guess I can't expect people to say anything in the back because everyone else is still lifting. Like they still have one more attempt. The meet's not over yet. The feeling should have just felt better in that moment, but I mean, it was whatever. I still had one more attempt. I heard Joe tell Rob, he literally pointed at him and was like, put on 330 now. I had the power of one for all going through my system at that point. So I'm like, I can pull anything. If he wanted to put freaking 350 on there, I would have pulled 350. Actually, it was 337 and a half. That's what it was. He was like, put 337 and a half on. All serious. Joe's never serious, so it's so funny when to see him actually look serious. So let's watch this last attempt.
Is going for something historic. Austin Perkins is trying to break a record of Russell Orhe in the weight class above him. You wanted prime time. You got it.
This is the primetime story, ladies and gentlemen. The whole night, I hate to say it, but it might have been the Austin Perkins show.
It was definitely the Austin Perkins show.
337 on the bar.
Oh my goodness gracious. Can he walk out? 3 white lights, ladies and gentlemen. You are talking about one of the strongest lifters in the world.
Big hug to his fiance in the crowd.
Dude, it moved. Like, honestly, debatable with some people especially people who know powerlifting. I say that was like a second attempt, a heavy second. I definitely feel like I could have pulled that. I don't know about 351, but I feel like I definitely had 350 in the tank. Like, no doubt. When I got up to the bar, I usually like have a grind on my third attempt deadlift. Like it's always, if you go back to all of my past meets, when I told 800 for the first time, I passed out doing 700 for the first time. The meet after that, after my hernia surgery, I did 700 again and I grinded that one out because I got out of position. And then the next meet that I had in Dallas, when I told 825, I think I pulled 325. That one wasn't a grind, but I still got out of position. And it was like I had to fix the form all the way up. This one was like, I had everything dialed in. Hips were in right position. I wasn't too forward. I would give it a 7.5. Probably like debatable 8 maybe. All in all, a great day. It was amazing warming up with Angelo in the back. Having all my friends back there to help out. It was just good having the energy of your friends and supporters back there. That was great. I mean, we totaled 851. Like, that's insane. We out totaled the 74s by 51 kilos. We broke the record that was 838 before mine. No one ever thought that was gonna happen. We out totaled the 82 and 83s. It's just so funny because I remember Russ saying he's not one of those little 83s, but this goes back to saying that I suck at bench. I still outbenched him. I just noticed that, right? At 90, not even when he was at 83, like when he was at 90, which is insane. It was a great meet. I couldn't ask for a better meet. My fiance definitely could have asked for a better meet. She was like, you had so much left in the tank, you should have tried harder, but we got plenty of time. Switching over to Powerlifting America so we can try to go IPF, because I can't just go IPF. I said that in my last video. That's not how it works in America. I feel like 800 is like bare minimum even going to IPF. Let's say I do have to lose some weight and it makes, and let's say the travel too as well, because let's say that the travel does affect me and it takes off, let's say it takes off 50 kilos. The total that won Worlds was 777. I'm not gonna say I'm not worried about anyone there. I'm just not worried about my total dropping that much. I'm still gonna give it my all. I don't think 851 is the peak. I feel like it's definitely, it won't be as easy to achieve again, but I feel like that 825 that I totaled was definitely like in my back pocket just in case I need it. Also, I remember saying on the King of Lifts podcast that like this record, I don't want to just cap it at like 850 and be like, oh, you know, it's fine, like no one's gonna touch that. No, like, no, I want to push this record. Like some people joking and like, oh, like he could probably hit 900. Like, no, why not 900? You know, like why not keep going? I think me and Joe have crunched the numbers and 900 isn't impossible. So I mean, I want to keep pushing the standard, set it higher, so because I want to leave this sport and leave a mark forever. I know people say records are made to be broken, but I want to have it to where my record is never broken. So I'm just going to keep going, keep pushing it. Like I said, we're young and we only have a future. Shout out to everyone. Shout out my fiance for helping me through everything, because without her, I'd probably be doing bad things still. Shout out Game Day Barbell, Joe, Tim, Andrew, Nico. Those guys always been helping out. Without them, I wouldn't have the best gym in Texas to train at. So if you're ever in Texas, come to Austin, go to Game Day Barbell, and you'll have comp equipment for days. You only have to wait if you want to, honestly. Come share a platform with me. I'll share it with you. I'm cool with that. Shout out the fam, everybody at Game Day Barbell who supported. I'm not going to say names, because if I say names, I'm going to leave someone out and we're going to be here for another 30 minutes. I love you guys, though. And then shout out Candido for forcing me to make this video. I hope you guys loved it. If you have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button, and we'll see you next week.